Hey collectors, welcome to Star Wars Collected. I'm Jonathan. Today we're going to go through all the things that I got in the month of July. It's a big haul, we've got a lot of boxes, so let's go ahead and dive right in. Collectors, we're going to start off with some things that might look a little familiar to you if you subscribe to this channel and follow along. This guy right here, this is my Chewbacca mask. Came in from Sweden by a maker over there. He sold it to me for an amazing deal. This is by far the favorite thing I think I got in the month of July. It is just beautiful and fantastic, and I am in love with it. Got a little bump on the nose here that I still need to fix. We have some Chewie build updates coming very soon, so be sure if you want to follow along with that, you're subscribed. But this guy is just a gorgeous baby boy, so in love with him. And move him out of the way here. This was, or is, my bandolier. I got this off of Etsy. See Yoda Run is the manufacturer of this. Very, very excited about this piece as well. It looks so legitimate and great. It smells fantastic. The quality of it is great. It's going to really speak, I think, a lot to making my Chewie build look legitimate. So if you want to see more about both those items, check out my Chewie build video that I'll link. And then lastly here, we have a full unboxing and posing session here with our IG-11. This droid turned out to be a super cool figure. Very excited about his posability, the detailing on his body and things like that. So if you're interested in seeing more with IG-11, be sure to click the video for that as well. I thought we'd do these next two items together because they are both from Solo, a Star Wars story. This is, I don't know if you guys have it in your area, Ollie's Bargain Outlet or something like that. It is sort of like an odd lot, it's a Five Below, kind of a dollar store type thing. But they had these Infant Nest figures for about $5, and I thought it looked good enough for that. Since Sideshow and Hot Toys don't seem to be interested in giving me an Infant Nest, I thought this might look kind of cool. I'll probably just do like a dark wash on it, maybe go through and correct anything paint-wise that I think is wrong, but probably not spend too much time on it. I don't know if the scale is quite right either. It doesn't quite, it's not quite 12 inches tall. Infant Nest is, of course, a woman, so maybe it's fine, but very cool looking piece for $5, so why not, right? My rule with collecting is collect what you love. It doesn't have to be a Sideshow, it doesn't have to be a Hot Toys piece, master replica. If you like it, it looks cool, and it brings you joy, then it's part of your collection. Also going along with Solo here is this really cool piece. If you watch this channel a lot, you know that my favorite thing really are one-to-one replicas, whether that's helmets or props or something like that. These I kept seeing a run of. They were pretty expensive for what they were, but someone was selling this one secondhand, and I got a really good price on it, so I decided to pull the trigger on this one. So you can lift the vial out, and you can see in there that it has that little coaxium looking orb or whatever it is, and there's actually a little light in there as well, so it lights up too, which is pretty cool. So really cool additions from Solo, a very underrated film. If you've watched my Solo video, you know that I'm a big fan and would love to see more of this character, especially here in the future. Continuing with the one-to-one size props, this is from Disney Parks. This is one of Padme's headdresses. There is a severe lack of Padme things out in the universe. I've tried to do my best to pick up some of her collectibles. I'm looking over here. I've got the Sideshow piece of her dueling in Attack of the Clones, and I've just tried to pick up Padme stuff when I can. So this is kind of a cool representation since she doesn't necessarily have like a helmet, that I can have sort of her crown. Picked this up off of eBay secondhand. It didn't have the box, which is fine. My God, I do not need any more boxes in my basement. And then this guy over here, this is actually old, and actually if we ever have Star Wars Celebration again, you'll probably see me wearing this hat around on the floor. But I wanted to give you guys an idea. I ordered a female version of these little felt mannequin heads. These go for anywhere between like $5 and $8. And I just think they look pretty nice. They have to usually come from China, so they take a while. But imagine this is a little more feminine, and this crown is on top, and it'll be displayed looking something like this when that head comes in. So I'm looking forward to having a little more Padme here in my collection. Before we get into all the unboxing, I'm surrounded by cardboard boxes right now. I did want to point out a little bit behind me real quick. You may have noticed that in the month of July, I added 2 more Detolf cabinets as well as a Kallax to put them on, spaced them out a little bit more, and then that allowed me to then space my collection out a little bit more. So, sort of a new product. I think it's important to have your collection look good if you're going to really enjoy it. So that big part of this channel is how do you build these cabinets, things like that. So I have a video on how I built the DTOF and how I wire in the LEDs in a way that you don't actually see the wires going everywhere, which really bother me. So very happy with how this has changed, and what was over there is now over here. So I'll have to make sure that I show you guys sneak peeks of what's going on over here every once in a while. All right, into the boxes. We're gonna start with this one here. I'm pretty sure I know what this one is. And this is actually something I already own one of, but they are very handy to have multiples of. So let me put this on the ground real quick and I'll pull them up. This is a box with 2 more Wedge Antilles Black Series helmets. I'm addicted to X-Wing helmets right now. I've been painting them up and making all the different versions that really speak to me. I'm doing some people from A New Hope. I'm doing some people from The Mandalorian. I'm doing, I think, Rogue One maybe. Anyone that I see that I really like, I'm doing right now. So these right here, I picked them up off of GameStop. If you follow me on Instagram, whenever I see a really good deal on something like these guys, I put it on Instagram, so make sure you're following me there. These guys were, I think, 30 bucks off. They're already kind of discounted price, so getting these things, these are so much easier to just take these, sand them down a little bit and repaint them than it is to go and get a kit and build that and then paint that. These are perhaps my favorite Black Series helmet to date, just as far as how good of a mold they have for me to base things off of and make new creations. So highly recommend these guys, and like I said, I'm always sharing deals on my Instagram, so these were an awesome opportunity that I couldn't pass up. So these will get sanded down and repainted, and I'll show you guys what those look like here later down the line when I get them done. Forgot to mention, if you're interested in seeing a full unboxing and review of these, plus a comparison of what this looks like next to an Anovos piece, I'll link that video up here above. It's been a popular video. Okay, there's gonna be a bit of a theme here with this next box as well. First of all, I don't think Amazon could have found a bigger box to put these in. Perhaps it was necessary, I'm not sure. This was another example of something that came on sale, and I did share this on my Instagram as well. These were discounted, and I don't think I've really seen them discounted before. I'm looking at this little printer's mark here on the box. Not sure if I'll be able to get that or not, but it kind of looks like the first order symbol, which is very, very fitting. Interesting, these actually have like a brown shipper box on them, like a Hot Toy would. I've never seen something from this manufacturer with a brown shipper box like this around it coming from someone. So I had an Amazon gift card that I got from work. I don't usually buy a lot of things from Amazon, but I had that gift card and I had to use it up. So you might be detecting a theme here. This is one of 2 first order helmets that I picked up. Anovos. Anovos owes me a lot of things, including a first order Stormtrooper armor, an Executioner helmet, some pilot helmets, X-Wing pilot helmets. Guys, I'm never gonna see these things. Anovos is a ripoff. Do not do business with Anovos. If you can buy their items secondhand, they are fantastic when you can get them. But I don't know how they're still around, and Disney hasn't pulled their license at this point. So, end rant. So, similar to our last ones, these are Black Series helmets. I actually do not own any of these yet. When the Cardinal helmet came out, I did not purchase the Cardinal helmet, partially because I had already made my own, but also partially because it was the wrong helmet. Cardinal, if you look at the back of the Cardinal book, that is a Force Awakens helmet, and they took The Last Jedi, the Rise of Skywalker helmet, and painted it red. I don't know why that bothers me. I guess it didn't bother really anybody else. I feel like most people who bought that didn't even read the Phasma book anyway. Anyway, I will keep one of these just as a, the Last Jedi, the Rise of Skywalker helmet, and I will take the other one, mask it off a little bit, and make my Executioner helmet. So I will finally get my Executioner helmet that Anovos owes me, and if for some reason it ever comes, then I will either sell that one or sell my repaint. So two great back-to-back deals on the Black Series helmets. Guys, I can't stress enough, especially if you're first getting into collecting, these are awesome to add to your collection and awesome to use as a base for customizing it. So I will probably do a video on these in the future, unboxing these completely and then comparing that to my my own made version of a Force Awakens Stormtrooper helmet, as well as the Anovos version of the Force Awakens helmet, and just kind of compare how they look quality-wise, coloring-wise, and things like that. Okay, collectors, 2 more items to go. You're gonna start sensing another theme here. This was a really good deal. And I also posted about this on my Instagram. So once again, if you're interested in picking up some of these items at a great price, I'm always watching the market, seeing how things are going, and constantly posting good deals that I'm finding around the internet and passing along to you guys. Now this is a piece that was made a while ago, and that has since become very expensive on the secondary market. Then they made it again just a few months ago, maybe a year ago or something like that, but also sold out very quickly, and then once again became very expensive on the secondary market. But for some reason, GameStop decided to, after months and months of not having it in stock, to put it on sale. So what we have here is the Vintage Collection Slave One. Once again, if you watch this channel, if you listen to me, you'll know that I'm not really a big toy collector, but I do like the ships. I find the ships are kind of a cool way, an inexpensive way to sort of have a model almost of these ships in your collection. They're not perfect, but they look the part, they look good. What I like about this one is that this one actually comes with a display stand. You can see it here in the image. So that way you can put it how you want. Now I already kind of have this piece, but painted in the Attack of the Clones paint scheme, but when I think of the Slave One, it looks like this to me. There's been a lot of really weird and quite frankly stupid controversy about whether this is the Slave One or this is Boba Fett's ship, and guys, they didn't change the name. It's still the Slave One in canon. It's just that when they're marketing it and putting it on a shelf, calling something a slave, it may not be the most marketable thing in the world, so they're calling it Boba Fett's ship. Plus, people know who Boba Fett is. You're not necessarily going to know what the Slave One is if you're not a big sweaty like us. So this is really cool. Excited to have this. The Slave One was always one of my favorite ships growing up. I had the one from Kenner growing up. And it had the little handle in the back, and you could had a little trigger that moved the wings and things like that. So kind of a little nostalgic for me here, but the paint application on this is really cool. So I'll probably do a full unboxing on this too. If you guys want that, let me know down in the comments. But I think this is something cool to share with everybody. Okay, collectors, down to our last piece. Now, there was definitely a theme to today's video as far as me having a lot of really good deals on things. This is by far one of the best deals I've ever gotten on anything out there. This guy right here actually coincides with a video we just did here not too long ago, maybe a month and a half, maybe 2 months ago. This was a piece that wasn't really on my radar. I would see it's an accompanying piece to a piece I already have, and I would see it go on eBay for, a couple $100, something like that. And it was just like, that's just not worth it to me. I don't care that much about how that figure looks to invest that much money or to complete the set. But this guy, I don't know what happened. Maybe this is full of packaging peanuts when I open it up here, but I was able to get the Episode 3 Obi-Wan Kenobi figure. This is the one that is an accompanying piece to the General Grievous that I have, which I have the unboxing video of that as well. Guys, I got this for $35 shipped to my house. This right now, if you look it up on eBay, it's gonna go anywhere between, I think I saw like $150 not that long ago, to $250, something like that. The box isn't in maybe absolute perfect condition, but my guys, it is a sealed box. It's never been opened. $35 shipped to me. So I will definitely be opening this up, and I will share with you, how we put this guy together, and then I'll combine it with the General Grievous figure, and we'll take a look at how they look together. $35, what? All right, collectors, there you have it. That was everything that came into my collection in July 2021. Like I said, there were a lot of really good deals over the last month or so that just happened to come into July. So be following my Instagram if you want to get some of those deals for yourself. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like. If you like videos like this, please subscribe. We have new videos here all the time. See ya.